What's up, everybody? It is day 27 of being homeless, and I tell you what, this homeless stuff, and more so than the homelessness, just being without income, or a good income, like me having a job, whatever. It's really taking a toll on all of us. It just causes more stress, more fighting, anxiety, you know, just everything. One of the because of money. When you don't have a sufficient amount of money to buy food, or obviously to have a house, or whatever else you need. I mean, basic, necessity stuff. It takes a toll. I mean, like when we're in the store, it's always like an argument of like, what food can we get? Oh well, we can't afford this or can't afford that, and and just trying to get, just, just trying to eat, and then it doesn't. Then on top of everything else, it doesn't help. I'm bigger. I'm 5'11". I'm almost 6 feet tall, like 5'11" and like 3/4 of an inch. I'm a big guy, and so I eat a lot. And so my girlfriend is smaller than me. She's like a half a foot smaller than me, and so she doesn't get. It's like I'm bigger. I eat more, especially. I mean, like I do these walks several times a day, taking the dog out. Just in general, I'm a bigger guy. I eat more, and she doesn't understand that, and she wants me to eat like the same amount she eats, or just a smaller amount of food. And it's like, I'm hungry. I'm still hungry, and so I try to do with less food or whatever, but I'm hungry. I eat a lot. I drink more fluids, more water. I can consume like a gallon of water a day, and sometimes you can't always get like you don't always trust the water from the faucets. I mean, anybody heard about like Flint, Michigan? You can't always trust the water from the faucet. Sometimes I do. Like if we're at a business, I'm like, oh, this business is okay. Like I walked in somewhere. I walked in somewhere today. The library, the public library. We were walking around by the public library, and I was like, well, I'm thirsty, so I walked in. Get free water there because they have a little fountain. But it's only a little bits of water, But I could drink like a gallon of water. So sometimes I want to get like a jug of water from the store, but that's like $1 or whatever for water, and it's like, but that's like every day. We can't afford to spend just $1 a day just on a jug of water, and so those little things add up. It doesn't seem like a lot by itself, but when you think of say I drink a gallon of water every day and a jug of water from the store, and it's $1 a day. That's $30 a month. That's like a bill, and that's just water. So it's like, okay, well, I could drink tap water sometimes. Like I said, I don't always want to drink tap water. I know it seems like picky. It's like, well, you're homeless, you got to just suck it up. It's, yeah, well, I don't want to be like the people in Flint, Michigan, and getting all kinds of not disease, but like complications from drinking bad water, So it's just the point. It's just when you're poor. It's not even really a homeless thing. It's when you're poor, you don't have enough income. It's like and you're in a relationship or whatever, you fight about the stupidest things like that. It's like, oh, we don't have money for this. We don't have money for that. And food and water is the basis for everything. Without proper, if you don't have proper food and water, everything else sucks. I mean, shoot, even if we had a house, if you don't have food and water, when you're hungry or when you're thirsty, you're irritated, you're dehydrated, you don't feel good, and so that's the basis. Food and water is the basis, and food and water cost money. Yeah, you get free water sometimes, drink out of the faucet or whatever, but sometimes if you want something a little bit better, it costs money, And then with food, you can't always get free food, and food is like, it's just expensive. We're in 2022, I was born in 1982, 40 years ago, and food prices are not the same. We both talk about that sometimes because we're both about the same age. And God, man, food prices, even in comparison to the pay, is gone up. I remember when I first started working in like '98, and I think I was making like 5.25 or 5.75 an hour, something like that, right? But I remember with that 1 hours of pay, like for example, there's one thing that we there's this food place that we know of, right? And they had dollar meals, so you can get like, my dog's kind of walking off. You can get a burger, fries, and a drink, or a burrito, fries, and a drink, or a taco, fries, drink, one or the other, for $1. So you get an item, basically an item, fries, and a drink for $1. So for my 1 hour's pay, this is actually what I would do with my cousin and I. We after school, after we got out of school. Hold on a second, I gotta put the leash on my dog. We would get out of, because I was working and going to school, and so we would get out of school. Him and I would drive because I had a job and I had a car, right? And we go down to this. It's like a Mexican burger place. It's called Baker's Drive-Thru. If anybody wants to look it up. It's called Baker's Drive-Thru in Southern California. We'd go there, and like I said, like with $5, we would get 5 meals. We'd get 5 different ones. Get one with a burger, one with a taco, one with a burrito, and then like a couple other, just redo one, like say 2 with a burger, 2 with taco, and 1 with a burrito or whatever, right? And then you get 5 orders of fries with that. You get 5 small drinks with that, and it would be enough for him and I. So with 1 hour's pay, I was able to feed both me and my cousin. This was in '98, right? '98, '99. It was still about the same when I was working when I was a teenager. And now, 1 hour's of pay, you definitely ain't getting 5 meals of anything with 1 hour of pay. I mean, you can go to like McDonald's. So our hourly rate in California now is $15 an hour, and you can go to McDonald's. You can get a few different things, say at McDonald's, or even like at that Baker's place. They used to have deals, but you ain't getting no 5 hamburgers, 5 fries, 5 drinks for 1 hour's pay. That's not happening. That is not happening. You might be able to get 5 hamburgers for that $15, and that's it. But not. It's crazy. Think about that. $5, plus that. Oh, and I would even do it with tax. I was able to calculate the tax, and it was still less than I got paid in 1 hour. $5 plus tax. It was like 30 cents extra for tax of $5. So like say $5.30. I could get say 5 burritos, 5 small fries, and 5 drinks. So the economy's not like that anymore. It's not just higher prices, because income has got higher too. Minimum wage or everybody's pay has gone up, but it hasn't gone up proportionally at all. During Bill Clinton's reign as president, that was probably, and as far as since I've been alive, since that I remember, that was probably the best time. The best prices to pay ratio was during when Bill Clinton was president. Ever since then, after that, then all the Iraq, Afghanistan war happened and all that kind of stuff. After that, everything shot up. Gas shot up. And when I first started driving too, I think gas was $1.25, $1.25 a gallon. And like I said, I was making say $5.50. I really don't remember, but say I was making $5.50 an hour, and gas was $1.25. I remember. So that's how many gallons is that for 1 hour's of pay? So not 5, say 4 gallons. That's $5. 4 gallons of gas for 1 hour's of pay. You cannot get that now for 1 hour's of pay, because gas here in Southern California is about, God dang, it's like sometimes $5 to $6. So you get For $15, you maybe get maybe 2 to 3 gallons of gas, depending. Sometimes it depends where you're at. If you're in Los Angeles, San Francisco, it depends where you're at. Gas could be anywhere from $5, $6, $7 a gallon. So the ratio between the pay and the prices is way off nowadays. And so if you were born in this time, say you were born in, say, 2000, that's what you grew up around. You were born in 2000, you grew up during the turmoil years of the Iraq war and all that, and when the prices were going through the roof, and then now COVID, and that seemed to make everything go up too, and all that kind of stuff. But if you were born before that, let's say 1990, 1980, 70, before that, you saw times where the ratio was good. Again, it's not just that the stuff was cheaper. It was the ratio between the price of things and how much people got paid. The ratio was better, way better. I'm telling you, man, the mid to late 90s, from what I remember, was good. It wasn't just a baker's place. I mean, like I said, gasoline, groceries. Your money went a long way for rent, for just everything. Man, I would be able to treat my friends. I just had a stupid, I was working at Del Taco, just a fast food job, making my little pittance of pay, $5 an hour, right? And I was able to, go hang out with my friends, buy them food, and, we'd go hang out, go to the mall or whatever, and, I could pay for, a day's worth of stuff, $20, just a few hours of work, and I could pay for, a whole day for me and all my friends to hang out. You can't, man, it'll cost you, God dang. It costs you a couple $100s to do that nowadays, for you and all your friends to go out and food and have a good day. Especially don't try to go to no amusement park or nothing like that. Those hundreds of dollars. So I don't know how I got on this rant, but it's just probably because I was just talking about prices. So it's just harder. So with the money that you get, you literally get less stuff. That's inflation 101. Your money, a dollar is not a dollar anymore. $100 is not $100 anymore. $5 is not $5 anymore. Because the prices of things have skyrocketed. So it sucks. I remember the cheapest thing in my whole life that I ever saw actually advertised was individual Tootsie Rolls. There was, I don't remember what store it was, but there was a bin, just of loose Tootsie Rolls. If you've never seen a Tootsie Roll, just Google Tootsie Roll. It's a little candy, maybe a few inches in length. It's like milk chocolate or something. I don't know what it is. But anyhow, it was advertised as 1 cent, 1 penny. This was maybe 20-some years ago. I don't remember when it was. But that's the lowest price. That's the only time in my whole life that I ever seen anything actually priced for 1 cent. The other lowest thing I've seen priced is there's this gum called Juicy Fruit. It used to be popular before all the big bubble gums and all these other gums came out. A little pack of Juicy Fruit had 5 sticks of gum, and the lowest I ever seen that, I think, was 25 cents. And that was where you get a pack of gum, 25 cents. And that was in my lifetime. I'm only 40. It's not like I'm 70 years old or something like that. But yeah, the 1 penny for Tootsie Rolls. So you could just grab a handful of Tootsie Rolls and 1 penny a piece, But that's gone. The penny is worthless nowadays. There's even talk of getting rid of the penny because it's just so worthless. There's no point. But yeah. So the ratio is off nowadays. Things are way too expensive per how much money that you get. And it's hard. It's really hard, And so you got to make 2 or 3 times as much money to have the same amount of stuff. And so it's crazy. It's you can't just say, I'll just do the same work and get the same pay. No, it's not enough anymore. It's just not enough. Freaking rent is going through the roof. In Southern California, you're lucky to find a place for less than $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month. And that's, in some places, I guarantee there's someone from California, if they're watching this, they're like, 2,000, that's a joke. It's more like 3, 4, 5,000 a month for rent in some places. But yeah, the low standard for just a basic nice place, 2-bedroom place or whatever, easily $2,000, unless you're living out in the middle of the desert somewhere, scorching temperatures in December. December still hitting 90 degrees. You're living out in the middle of like 29 Palms or something like that, you know. Then maybe you could find some cheaper housing. But if you want to live just in a normal community with, you know, that aren't scorching temperatures and not high crime and all that, yeah, easily $2,000 a month, $2,000 a month easily. So anyhow, so yeah, not having sufficient income, you know, is kind of a bigger problem than the homelessness. The homelessness thing sucks too. Like, you know, we don't have an oven, and, you know, and even staying in a hotel, it's not a place to raise a kid. It's not a place to have a family. Not a place to have a dog, you know. And it's just like, and it may come a day pretty soon we don't even have a hotel to stay in. We're going to be sleeping in the car when we can't even afford the hotel anymore. But anyways, day 27, be homeless. See you guys tomorrow.